So hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of One Man and His Boat, and what we're talking about this week, well, we are talking about the past, the present and the future. If you want to find out more, stay tuned after the intro. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of One Man and His Boat. And we are talking about the past, the present and the future of what's to come. Now, yes, it's been an interesting week so far this week. We had great ideas about getting to sea, doing other types of vlogs. However, as per usual, the weather's put a dampener on that one, and more about that later on. So guys, this week I had the absolute honour of meeting two incredible people that do so much for the fishing industry. I got to meet No Nonsense Nige and the Female Fisherman Ashley Mullenger. Now Ashley has a new book out explaining everything that you need to know about fishing, about the bureaucracy. There's actual funny stories in this one, and I tell you what, chapter 18 nearly brought a tear to my eye. So you can get Ashley's book on Amazon, and you can also get it on Audible, which I'm listening to at the present, and I can't wait to get the book finished because it's a page turner, it really is, guys. So I'll put a link in the description below, and you can actually get it for yourselves. Trust me guys, this is a must read. So guys, as I previously said, that we have had a lot of problems with the weather. Now we have still got these problems. Jeff and I were going to go and be shotting creels, everything was going to be hunky-dory, but then we had a sea wind come in. And as you can see from today, the fog is now in. And guess what's coming after this fog? More sea winds, and it's right through to next week once again. Now I, in all my life, have never known this kind of weather lasting as long, and I hope this is not the new world that we're going to have to deal with, because this is going to make fishing so much harder. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. So everyone, I want to talk to you about the future of One Man and His Boat. As you know from last week, the government went and told us exactly what we can and cannot catch, and that is buried hen lobsters and crabs. Now that is fantastic for conservation and sustainability over a long period. But however, we need a short period answer, and we haven't got one. So the only answer that I can come up with is diversification. The only way that One Man and His Boat can survive this is by actually catching other species. And Lindsay and I have definitely got our thinking hats on what we can do next. So this week I want to get in touch with the local fishery officers, Dave and Alex, and we're going to put our heads together and see if we can come up with a solution on what we can actually achieve. Right guys, as you can see behind me, we have Dunbar's Lifeboat, and we are very proud to have this heritage with us. What happens when the tides are neap? That means very low indeed. Dunbar comes up from Torness, where it's got a deep water basin where it spends the spring tides. But on the neap tides, it comes up here, and it's really great to see her back up at the harbour under the castle where she belongs. Now, the Bruntons have a great tie with the lifeboat, as my grandfather was a coxswain for many years, and we have always supported the lifeboat, especially for One Man and His Boat, because I've been rescued once or twice by them before. So this would be a good time to talk for the boats up for sale. Right, we've got the green one over there, LH46. Fiddler's Green, she's up for sale. Then we've got the lovely Triton, she's up for sale. Then we've got the lovely Aspire, she's up for sale. And then we've got Callum's boat at the front there. You've seen him on the channel before. He's the young fella that I towed in for his safety. He's up for sale as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 fishing boats. And guess what? They ain't selling. Why they ain't selling? There's nothing wrong with the boats. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the boats. It's one of two things. It's either people don't have the money, which is quite, in these conditions that the country's in, I'm not surprised. And the other thing, my favourite thing, the MCA. The MCA has got everybody scared to buy a boat these days because of all the loops and hoops that we have to jump through just to satisfy those office workers. And it's getting beyond a joke. They want to be the best in the world. Well, you're making a right arse at it. I'll say it here and now. You're making an arse at it for the fishing industry. I know that much. Yes, you want to be safe and all the rest of it. That is understandable. I mean, some of your rules and regulations are, I mean, it's common sense. Others, however, not so much. So what we're looking for is an equilibrium of the industry itself, because you can't treat all boats the same size, and that's our biggest problem with the MCA, is they think we are ships. They treat us as ships, and that's no how it rocks with the inshore fleet. Anything. No, I'm going to keep quiet now because I think I'm going to start ranting. Right, anyway, I want to talk to you quickly about Ryan's boat. This poor laddie has had a hellish time with it. He bought the boat, he got a survey to say that it was okay, and it really wasn't, and he spent a lot of money fixing it up. Well, the poor laddie keeps running into one thing after another, and he replaced the engine just before spring here, and now that engine is now knackered. So he's got 2 knackered engines in the space of time. Now he's just a young man with a very young family, and he needs this to support his life, and he just can't get over it. I mean, this is the kind of things that should be helped for us out here. I mean, you can't get a loan from a bank. Why can you not get a loan from a bank? Because a bank don't like putting money up to a fishing boat because, I don't know, they think they can't get their money back. Which, if anybody works a boat, you know you will, because you do everything you can to work that day off. Or is that just me? I'm not sure. But banks being banks, they are fickle things. But this is where I'm saying there should be subsidies for fishermen from the government. Somewhere along the line, they've got plenty of money to change their name, because they're that was another thing. The fishery officer was up the other week, just checking the harbour as he does on a regular basis, doing his job and doing it well, I may add. And he was telling us now that they're not classified as fishery officers now because Marine Scotland have deemed it sounds too aggressive. So if that's too aggressive, what is the job that they do? I mean, at the end of the day, they're there to stop illegal fishing. So you've got to sound aggressive. That doesn't make sense to me. But they've spent an absolute fortune on rebranding the whole that side of fisheries, and they've got money for that, but they've got money to help a young man like that out. Just saying. Right, anyway, this is starting to turn into a moany vlog, and I didn't want that, guys, honestly. I just want to get started, and we just can't. I'm getting angry and frustrated at everything. But yeah. Oh, and yeah, poor Richard. He's having a right old time, mate, as well. Look at this. He's been having cooler problems after the winter layup, obviously, and he's had to strip down his engine to get everything sent away to get pressure tested. So he's about climbing the ladder as well. So that's Woody's boat, up for sale if anybody's interested. Fine little vessel for a single-hander. But most of the vessels here are single-handers. So Yeah. Hey guys, I'll see if I can find something else for you to have a look at. Since I'm doing my wee bit for the guys trying to sell their boats at Dunbar, here's the Fiddler's Green. This is what she looks like from the deck. It's a Holton 32. Beautiful, well heavy built boat. And I keep telling, I've said this before, she never misses very many days. I think he's on holiday at the minute, that's why she's tied to the pier. Oh, there's Barry and Paul going hell for leather. Yeah, looking forward to summer starting. And there's our gorgeous little Lindsay B. Look at her sitting there all waiting to get going and tied to the blooming wall. Should rename her the Wallflower. What, painting? I always talk to myself. It's the only person with sense doing here. It's when I start answering myself back, that's when I start getting worried, mate. And I also forgot to say, I think she's up for sale as well. Sadie J. Another cool boat that you could probably work single-handed. Fine little craft. Now, nearly 50 years on this planet, I have never known as many boats getting sold at one time in Dunbar in my life. And it just shows you that the men are just done. They're absolutely done at getting hounded from left, from right, from this government group, from that government group. And all we want to do is go out, catch what we have to catch, get home and see our families. That's it. There's no big, oh, we want to clean the sea up and all the rest of it. Well, some of them might, but most of us just want to do our job and go home safe. Oh, look at that. Kind Richard pulling my boat in for us. Thanks, son. Do you hear that? Do you think that's my fire alarm? Thanks, Ricky. It certainly is. The temperature we got. Aye. There we go. Why is that so warm? Oh, look at my belt. That is tightened up then. Let's check my air vents are open. Ah, they're open. Must have been hot. Right, obviously we can see that, that's bad. We're going to have to open that, stitch up. Obviously it's just a new belt, so I will need stretched out over time. Yee! Good job I came down when I did, eh? So guys, we're back on the Lindsay B, and you could really do me a favour. I'm doing a little job here on the Lindsay B and I want your opinion. What do you think of this? Now the problem is basically the top rail, this bit here, is actually getting a lot of damage with the rainwater, with just the varnish, and varnish takes a lot of upkeep. So I'm actually thinking about doing two birds with one stone really, is putting this blue stuff on top of the varnished stuff. A, it's going to protect the gunnel, and B, you're going to be able to get grip when you're going on and off the boat, because it's okay on a lovely day like this when it's supposed to be sunny. But when it's raining and icy and stuff like that, this could be actually quite slippy. It's the same with this working side. Since I put this piece on as well, I'm actually thinking about putting gripper tape on it, because I'm not wanting anybody going from my boat to their boat and standing on the gunnel and slipping off, having an accident, and just basically making a holy mess of themselves, and especially it being my fault. So what do you guys think? Do you think the looks okay? Do you think it's practical enough? Let us know in the comments below. So guys, if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please write a comment below if you have any questions, and please subscribe to the channel. That's always very helpful indeed. Until your next vlog, my friends, you take care of yourselves. All the very best.
Record now. Right, okay, go for it.
Right, I'm just hoping my cameraman's up to the task this morning. He's had a few sherries yesterday and he's feeling a bit, well, he's not feeling a bit rough, he's just acting like he's a bit rough this morning.
It's a good week this week. My daughter's birthday yesterday, it's our anniversary tomorrow, and it's my birthday in 2 weeks' time, so we've got to celebrate.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely, and quite rightly too. You only live once after all.
Yeah. Right, we're running.
So guys, a very warm welcome indeed, and thank you so much for joining us on One Man and His Boat. And before I get stuck into...
You stuttered then,
Did I stutter? Of course I'm going to stutter.
One man a little bit, I'm the one that's been drinking, not you.
Well, actually I had a wee... No, I didn't. I had too much Pepsi last night, that's what it'll be.
Oh, Pepsi, yeah. You're all wired.
Hey! So do, mine's working faster than the mouth. Hey!
Off you go then.
So hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining us on One Man His Boat this week, and what an interesting week we're going to have for you. Unfortunately, as you can see, we are not at sea. Is this background noise going to be alright, Jeff?
Yeah, it's fine. It's a bit of
He's coming, mate, he's just
ambience.
there.
It's a bit of ambience.
Ambience.
Yeah, go on.
Right, start from the top.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome indeed to this week's episode of One Man and His Boat. Thank you so much for joining us, and as per usual, before we actually... That will.
Okay. We're running, go for it.
So hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to this week's episode of One Man and His Boat, and thank you... Smudge! Go and put the camera on him. Take two, definitely.
32. He's doing well this morning.
Right, with all the distractions away from us now.
Yeah. Right, start again. 42.
I want to go home already.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a long morning.
Go on then.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of One Man and His Boat. So, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about what we're talking about, past, present and future.
Yeah. Go on.
So I advise you guys, get this book. You can buy it via Amazon, or it's on Audible as well. That's what I'm listening on it. I'll start that again.
Just say, go from where, that's what I'm listening to it. So you can get it on Amazon, go from there.
So you can get just a second. Now, we want to be as sustainable as we possibly can, and that means keeping a gap. We want to be as sustainable as possible, and I
think I'll have about 10 minutes of bloopers.
Easily. But that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own. But at least we're moving forward with what's the word? Conservation. There you go.
Do you want to start the whole thing again?
Oh goodness, I'll never get that again. Oh.
All right, just I don't know where you fucked up.
I'm waffling shite.
Yeah.
That's how.
Well, that's standard for this channel.
Oh dear. As you all know from last week's vlog, see I stuttered again. So guys, are you getting sore arms yet, Jeff?
My arms are going, oh.
Like I did Barry. So guys, I want to talk to you about the future of One Man and His Boat. Now, as you know from last week's vlog, the government has changed all the way they can catch lobsters. Lobsters? What the hell's lobsters?
What's a lobster?
I should have maybe had a cocktail last night, Jeff.
Yeah. They were very good.
Oh, I bet they weren't very nice. Right. So guys, we're back on the Lindsay B and I'm doing a little couple of jobs and I really want your guys, I'm in a tongue-tied mood today, I tell you. So guys, if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, please write a comment below if you have any questions, and please subscribe to the channel. That's always very helpful indeed. Until your next vlog, my friends, you take care of yourselves. All the very best. If only I could see the starts as good as my finish.